Let's understand what is magical health. And let's ask ourselves these questions that if we are down with the flu one day, how do we feel? Horrible, isn't it? No energy, don't feel like doing anything, want to be in bed if possible. And that is the moment nothing you enjoy in life. So, even to enjoy your riches, even to enjoy your relationships, you have to have a good health because health is you yourself. Now, let us discuss with each other and talk about our personal health issues if we have anything. Let me start first. So, I am a cancer survivor. So, I always, all through my life, I believed, cancer is not something for me because, you know, I am very happy go lucky. I never bother about things. And cancer actually happened to those who are cribbing, who are not happy in their life. They're all the time crying. This was my thought about life at large. And I had seen plenty of people in my life, in my close a friend had a cancer, and then I'll say, yeah, I can understand, why she's suffering with cancer because she's been focusing on what's not there and not focusing on what is there. And then one of my very close cousin uh, got it, and then again she said it. So I was so sure this is not something which I will get because I am not the person who really cling on to the past or cling on to sadness in life. And I always believed I'm wired different till the day I got to know that I am having cancer. But the power of manifestation, I must share at this point with you. So I remember it was this room when I got to know that I have a cancer. My daughter was expecting her first baby. Actually, she had just delivered the first baby, and I was in London. And so the washroom here in this house is white like pure white. And while I was taking shower, I was all alone by myself, and I suddenly felt big, a big cockroach there. And I became so scared. And that cockroach, in a fraction of a second, before I could even shout or react, trickled down through the floor trap. And then I was wondering, I said, what was that? And if it was cockroach, how did it just, went into the trap, which hardly had any space there? Well, it was no longer there. I looked around whether it flew somewhere because, in India, I'd seen those big cockroaches. I didn't find that cockroach anywhere. I enjoyed my shower, but that idea was in my mind. But what was that black thing then? Well, I changed, I got into my clothes and I came out and I told my elder daughter that, I'd seen very surprisingly something very big, but I don't think it was a cockroach. I think it was a clot, a big clot, because it was like moving and shaking, and it just went into the floor trap. And the kids of nowadays, she started Googling and she said, no, no, Mama, this is not safe. Let's go to the hospital. Let us ask how big it was. I said, it was about 2 inches, like it was decent size big, and I'm already menopaused. And then she said, no, 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 I think we should. And then she started calling her doctor friends here and there, and everybody said, no, no, go to the doctor. Well, I said, if you guys are insisting, I'll go, will not go to your doctors here. I'll go back to Dubai. They said, no, no, you must go, you must go. So they did my ticket to go to Dubai and come back. I nicely came and I met the doctor. Doctor said, do the biopsy. I did the biopsy and was my return ticket already booked. And they said, well, the result will come after 11 days. 11 days were too long because she had a little baby, though mom-in-law was here, but there's not a great house help here. So I flew back. And I was very sure. Very sure means 200% sure that my results of biopsies are going to be negative. And 3 days later, not even 11 days, 3 days, I still remember this was the room. And I received a call from my husband from Dubai saying that your results have come positive. I said, what? Positive. And cancer is something, the moment you get to know you have it, you start worrying. Though nowadays it has a cure, everything is okay, all fine. But cancer is death. And then you start planning, oh my God, if I go away, this has to be looked into, that has to be looked into. And I'm trying to pretend to everybody I am very strong. It does not matter. But having said that, it does matter. So when it comes to your health, you genuinely get worried because you don't worry about yourself. You will go, but you start worrying about the people you love and care. You start worrying about what will happen to their life without you. And I remember, oh my God, this room of mine, and I was tossing over. I'll step out. The tears were just rolling down. I don't know for what, but when I step out, I will pretend I'm very strong. I'm just not bothered. And then they had to immediately do my ticket because I had to go back because it was positive. And if it is positive, they have to look into it. So this is my story when I was hit hard with my big challenge, which was cancer. Now, at this point, because we all are the students of manifestations and we are reading about manifestations, I think there's another thing which is very important, which you all must know. I don't know how many of you've experienced that cave-like machine. We call it an MRI machine where you lie down and it's a big cave and the body goes inside that cave. I don't know why, but right from the childhood, I wouldn't call it a childhood, but maybe when I was a teenager, I'd seen one movie. And in that movie, the heroine of the movie had to undergo that test. So they've shown that cave kind of a thing, and the body slowly goes inside. And I somehow developed a kind of a fear towards that. So I always will say, God, you give me any disease and any disorder. Please don't let me ever lie down. Manifestation. Don't let me lie down. So subconscious does not listen to don't. So every time I will come across in a movie or anywhere and I'll see it and I'll say, no, 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 I don't want to lie down. So what was it? The subconscious was getting the message. I want to lie down on it. I don't want to lie down. Don't is deleted. I want to lie down. So we always say, whenever we give affirmations, we don't use the word don't because your subconscious does not process no or don't. So I don't want to be angry will actually turn into I want to be angry. So please be very, very mindful about affirmations and how the affirmations should be. Because if our affirmations are not right, our results will not go right. So now I get the reason that all my life through, I only said, I don't want to lie down on this machine. What may happen? I can face anything but lying down on that machine. And I still remember the moment I reached back Dubai, they said that, so in biopsy, it is positive. That means there is cancer in your body, but we have to identify where all it has spread into your body. And that is why we must do MRI. And MRI means lying down on that machine. And then they said we need to inject something in your body and then some contrast MRI, where wherever cancer will be, the body will show black. Otherwise, it will be whatever color. The fear was on extreme. I mean, I think the fear of death was not so much, but the fear of that machine, that how will I breathe in that machine? I was so dead scared about it. So please, my dear friends, whenever you do any message to your subconscious mind, be very clear about how you phrase it. So I call for that machine in my life myself. because I'm sure I must have said at least more than 50 or maybe around 100 times that I don't want to lie down on this machine. I never want to lie down on machine. This machine is some so scary. I don't think it is something which I can survive out of. But anyways, I had to, so I had to. But let me tell you the power of manifestation. So my younger daughter Shobika told me, you go for your MRI, and I'm telling you that in your MRI, they will find that there is no cancer in your body. I could understand. She's my daughter. She loves me. She doesn't want me to have cancer anymore. She said, I've been praying for it, and I've already got the answer to my prayers that your MRI report will show negative. I said, Shobika, I am already positive. I am cancer positive. How can it be negative? Because my doctor said that this is going to tell us only where all it has gone to. And you would be surprised that the report came saying that there is no cancer in the body. And that is the power of manifestation. And believe it, and my doctor got confused. And the doctor said there was biopsy report very clear cut saying that there is cancer. And now MRI saying that there is no cancer. So, worse come worse, probably only that one cell which was cancerous had actually been taken out at the time of biopsy, and that is how biopsy was positive and MRI is negative. Well, subconscious understands the power better than anything else. Manifestations we all believe in, and that is how I did not have to undergo any kind of a radiation. And then they said that just to be on the safer side, it's better to, have the things done, because once the cancer has been identified and you don't, it was the uterus, and you don't need your uterus, so why not you finish it anyways. Story, cut it short, to come to the manifestation. Subconscious health is very, very important. When you actually don't use your power of gratitude, then you start losing your own health. Now, I would want some of you to share your health histories. Is there something you want to focus on in particular, be it small or big? Let's have sharing here, because I want everybody to participate. Health is very important. I would want you to just unmute yourself and share that if you are given a magic wand today and you have to make a choice regarding your health, what will your wish be? Uh, who would like to start? Divya, our monitor of the class. Divya, what would you
Yeah.
like to say?
Um, um, uh, First of all, thank you, Alka, for this beautiful class. I
Thank
always turn to you and I look forward to this class. Um, I would really like to, I think, more than anything else, God has been very kind and given us most things. But sometimes I think what I would like is I would like to be able to I feel physically and mentally exhausted when I have too many things on my plate. Uh, I wish I could learn to sort of be able to handle it in I, w- I wish I mean I would like things to come in moderation or be able to manage my time because I think uh, this has a bearing on my health. I've noticed I'm not just able
certainly.
to
So,
I'm not very I find it difficult to not I'm not I find it difficult to say no to people. I tend to, and I'm not sounding like a Samaritan, but yes, I try to help people and in the bargain, don't care too much about my own health and my limitations. I wish I knew how to draw that and to, so yes, my physically and
lovely.
mentally,
So
I go down with a lot more.
wonderful. And I can assure you ahead of time now Today, in our 8 sessions, we left with 20 more that you will see that life will be at a different point altogether, different point. John, I would like to unmute yourself and share with the group what exactly would you want to focus on if fairy godmother gives you a chance about health. Is there any wish you have? So you say your wish is the command to the universe. What would you want it to be?
Health-wise, I suppose more energy
All right.
because yeah, you feel like mentally exhausted at times. So more energy in that regard.
Lovely, lovely. And Rajalakshmi, if you are given a choice, what would you want it to be?
Ma'am, actually, good evening, ma'am.
Good
Actually, I'm
evening.
having gallstones. Because of my body weight, I have gallstones, multiple gallstones I have. So I'm also going for the medications, no? I'm taking homeopathy medicines like that. Then I'm going for ultrasound and MRI scan, everything. I'm also seeing, checking always. I'm going to the doctor 3 months once. I'm going and doing checkup. I want to reduce my weight. I want to reduce my gallstones. Totally, I want to remove my gallstones, not a gallbladder,
Lovely.
but I want to remove only my gallstones. I feel like that
So,
always. I'm saying my mind, no.
yes.
God has to help.
So today is the session. You will have plenty to take home, and I'm sure you will have some wonderful results. And now let's ask Shehnaz. Shehnaz, you enter from Fatima's phone. So Shehnaz, what is your wish, which is going to be your command to the universe? What do you want in life in terms of health? Is there any wish?
Alhamdulillah, ma'am. Allah give me healthy life. Not any big issues with my health, and always I am thankful to Allah. Uh, uh, I think
Any
I had, yeah,
yeah, any wish?
any wish regarding health.
Yes, only regarding health today.
Uh, okay, I want to be more beautiful,
All
fit,
right, that's
smart.
lovely. 100% granted. Wonderful, lovely. Yes, that also is a wish. Let us see what Kanchi has to share with us. Kanchi, any wish?
Mm.
Kanchi, are you there?
She's typing
Yes,
because I think she
yeah,
can't.
Ah,
I
she's in
did
the
type.
office. All
Yeah,
right, Pratima ma'am. Sorry.
I
Yeah,
Hi.
I
typed
would
my
wish,
this.
yeah, I would wish
Can you
to
read it?
have, I want to lose weight actually, and I have this migraine issue, so I want to be free of that.
Wonderful, lovely.
Yeah.
I have
Afroza, is there something you would like to share with us? So today we are leaving that energy to the universe and we are going to be working on our good health. Is there
Dr.
anything?
Alka, I have typed my chat in the chat. If you could read it, I think
All
it would be great.
right. I would look into that. Seema, is there something you would like to send it to
Hello,
universe?
ma'am.
Hi.
Yeah, thank you for the session, first of all. Actually, I'm Ryan's mom. And
All right.
yeah, today yeah, you're asking about health. So I have thyroid cancer, so it's already operated. So I'm under
Okay.
medication. So I want
Wonderful.
like if my health is good, like I can take care of
Yes.
my child and my family, and yeah,
Yes.
like I can do everything whatever they want, and I can do something for them.
So your wish is the command to the nature and it
Yeah.
will be granted. Wonderful. And I'm sure you
Thank
will
you.
see the results post the session. Let's listen to Seema. Seema, do you have any wish?
Good evening, Dr. Alka.
Hi, good
I
evening. Good evening.
actually have been on a journey of wishing to be a different person and like, health wise, because I'm
Okay.
prone to anxiety. I want to do everything by myself, not delegate and take up too much. And then, I somehow have to finish it, because of which I had terrible anxiety, panic attacks, and all of that. And
Okay.
I am on the journey. I'm got into meditation and all of that, and so I wish for it to continue. And now I only take up what I can, and
Very
yeah,
nice.
so that has been, it's been a journey, but yeah, I'm working on it right now also, so I wish that it continues.
Very, very nice. Lovely. So it's been nice to speak to some of them, and I know when we start taking the feedback, it takes a lot more time. I wish we make it more interactive, but just because I want to finish doing what I have planned to do today, as I'm keeping only two days for each of the session, I'm sure we will take this discussion more at length later on. Now, I would want you to understand that you have to have a gratitude. Let's start thinking about your sense of smell. You can smell flowers. You can smell what is cooked. You can smell perfumes. You can smell a neat and a clean bed sheet, a good and clean room you can smell. This such a small thing, but see, that is the power of smell, the power of taste. You can eat food, you can understand it's a healthy, good, bad, tasty, not tasty. That's the power of taste, which is in your control. Recently, a very close friend of mine's, a younger sister, lost a total eyesight. She became blind suddenly. She has such beautiful eyes. She lived all her life like all of us. And suddenly, one morning, she gets up when she started seeing things very hazy, and suddenly everything stopped. Seeing the flowers, seeing the sunrise, seeing the sunset. There's so much to do with our eyes. How many of us have been showing gratitude to the good Lord for all these little things which we are blessed with? I think it is very important for us to uh, to recognize that these are the blessings of good Lord to us, and we need to see that once we have a gratitude, actually the problems in life starts coming because of the absence of gratitude. The magical health practice actually begins with reading the things which will make changes in your life by saying thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. Power of smell, power of taste, listening. You can hear the sound of your loved ones. You can hear what people are telling you. Such an important virtue of life. And all these virtues actually start depleting with time if we do not express our gratitude to the universe. So we get it in abundance. We have everything, all our sensory organs functioning so beautifully well. But do we do the regular gratitude for that? And if not, it is high time we start seeing it. Small aches and pains will disappear overnight if you start doing your gratitude to your subconscious mind. And then you will see this little pain, pain of the back, pain of the shoulder, pain of the knee will suddenly disappear. Your hearing, your eyesight, your energy, your vitality will improve. Actually, stress is the root cause. As Siva rightly saying, anxiety and stress is something which calls for these kind of challenges in life. And all the health issues have some kind of a root cause somewhere. And we all need to understand the reason behind that. And we start losing our health in the absence of gratitude. So I think what we need to do is have immense gratitude towards the things which we are enjoying and taking it with grant. We are granted. Like when you don't feel younger than your age. That means your vitality is depleting. Think about all the miracles which you're enjoying in your life, like, say, your legs, standing up, sitting down, dancing, walking, running. I mean, everything is so important. All these abilities, we actually just take it for granted. And when we take that for granted, we don't thank good Lord for giving us that. One fine day when we lose it, then we actually value it. So to enjoy the value of our legs, I think it's high time we start saying thank you, because we should feel responsible for all those lovely things which we are enjoying all our life. See, the walking is so much of fun, running is so much of fun. Even driving, you walk up to your car, you drive, etc. Everything is just because you have your legs. Think about your hands. You're able to feed yourself. You're able to change your dress. You're able to hold things. You can hold your coffee. You can drink your coffee. Without your hands, probably you will need somebody else to support you. So it is so important for you to value the things which you have in your life, which you have not valued all this time, and you've just taken it for granted, be it your hands, be it your legs. So you will be dependent on someone, and that feeling be. So let's start thanking our hands. Let's start thanking our legs. Let's start figure out there's so many things which we are, like our sense of taste or our sense of smell or our sense of hearing, touch. Like you touch, you keep your eyes closed, you touch someone and you know who you are touching. That feeling itself is so personal, so pleasurable. You need to have thank you for all that, for your eyes, for your ears, that you're able to hear the people you love, you're able to see the people you love. And if you don't have all these things, don't you think we need to have immense gratitude? So many years of our life, we have enjoyed all this without saying a word of gratitude. So let's talk about our homework today. Let's think about all these lovely gifts of God, which is our body, which we are enjoying. You know, the minute we start having gratitude for it, your small little bit things will just disappear, because you're sending that frequency of energy to the universe, which makes you worth a human, because you've been sitting, taking everything for granted. We will do a dedicated session on weight loss, but I think a lot of us need to work towards our weight, because obesity is the cause of lot of disorders. And obesity comes from where? Actually, it is sitting in our stress and anxiety. So if we are able to take care of our mental health, if we are able to take care of our um, our thoughts, our feelings, I think everything is going to start falling at place. It is so very important that we thank our universe time and again for all the lovely things which we are enjoying. Now, if you are not able to listen to the people you love, imagine if you lose this power, then what will happen? So let's start showing immense gratitude for each and every sensory organ of our life. And we start saying that, thank you, universe, for blessing me with all these lovely organs. Forget about our sensory organs. I think our brain behind, which is responsible for making meaning of what we see, what we hear, what we taste, what we smell. That brain, a gratitude for having such a lovely functional brain, which we just take it for granted. All our inner organs, kidney, spleen, forget about that, our heart, the master. If that is not functional, I think nothing in life would be functional. So we need to do a gratitude, thankfulness to all those millions and trillions of cells of our body, which are all over, which is the cause of our life itself. Our brain, our cells, our organs, everything inside our body. I think so important. There's so much. And we need to start realizing that we are taking all these things for granted for such a long time. It is high time that we learn to do the gratitude, and that will make our subconscious throw that frequency in the universe. And that is what will bring an amazing health in our lives. So I would like to, at this stage, first talk about the homework of yesterday and then tell you the homework of today. So when we talk about good health, we first talk about a gratitude. So I would want each one of you to list out every part of your body which consciously you can. It can start with your sensory organs which are taking the information in, be it your eyes, be it your ears, be it your smell, be it your taste, be it your skin, be it the brain behind, be it the heart which pumps the blood day and night, be it all the inner organs of our body. And we say that immense gratitude to each and every those billion and trillions of cells within our body. Let's start showing gratitude. Feel gratitude. So how would we do our homework, and what is going to be the homework? First, of course, as we're doing every day, every night, are three biggest blessings. And we need to identify those magic blessings of our life, the precious things of our life. And we say thank you very much. So that becomes immediate first requirement, which we are doing it. And what, why, and then thank you, thank you, thank you. So now you have such a big door which is open for you in terms of health. You can choose any three, and then what if you're thanking your eyes? So I want to thank my eyes. What? Why do you want to thank? So that because of these eyes, I can see my loved ones, I can see my friends, I can attend this session, I can see these beautiful flowers around, this lovely weather around, people who are walking around. There's so much to thank. And then thank you, universe, thank you, universe, thank you, universe. And we say these magic words and enjoy every little bit of it. Now, homework number 2. The gift of health is keeping me alive. Write this down on a piece of paper. Now, this reminds me, Shenaz, you sent me a message about yesterday's homework. Let me finish today's homework and I'll come back to yesterday's homework and explain that again.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
you will take a piece of a paper. Please write it down if you have pens near you. The gift of health is keeping me alive. This is the line which you're going to write it on your diary, in a paper, on a blank paper, in a big words, all capital words, and place it where you see it very often. At least before night, I want you to see it 3 to 4 times. You can stick it in your bedroom, you can put it maybe in your washroom, under the on your sink where you go and wash your hands, wherever you know the best place, the place where you can see it very, very easily, where you go time and again, because you tend to forget because you have multiple thoughts. But you must write this, that this is because of the gift of your health that you're alive today. And you write this on a card and you will place it somewhere where you can read it every time. And you need to read it aloud. You need to read it slowly so that you internalize it. So you understand that you are genuinely alive because you have this gift of health. This magical gift of health is giving you the chance to breathe. It is giving you your heart to function. It is giving you your legs to move, your hands to work, your taste buds to taste, your sense of smell to exist. It is because of this magical gift you are active, and you need to feel that and say the immense gratitude. The reason why I'm talking about each thing, we all know it. Who doesn't know that smell is so important? Who doesn't know that taste is so important? But why, for all these years, we never thought of showing our gratitude towards these body organs? They are so significant for us. They are the carrier of all forms of information inside to the brain. And how much time does it take to have that gratitude? Have that gratitude and enjoy life and see things being different. So you have to every day find at least 4 occasions from tomorrow on to read this line again, internalize it, feel it, not just read it, internalize it, feel it. And of course, you will be ending your day with your magic rock. Magic rock is what talks about what has happened during the day, the best thing which you want to thank the universe for. So you start your day with your 3 things before you put your foot down on the floor, and then you talk about your health. You write that you're alive because of your great health. Internalize all that gratitude towards your great health. Thank every single organ of your body. And believe it, as you're aging, you see, if you've seen your older parents who start losing the efficiency, they start using the hearing aids, or some of them start losing the sight from the eyes. All these things start happening because we have not given gratitude to these organs which are working day in and day out for us. It is our duty to recognize them. It is our duty to thank them, establish that relationship with our body, and then we enjoy the good health. Stress only comes when we don't recognize, and magic happens where gratitude exists. I've gone very, very long, John. We have our PPT to share with everyone. Could you just start the PPT so that how much is the time? All right, so you can do, we still have good 11 minutes to go. I will quickly take you guys. Till then, John is sharing the screen. Anybody has any doubts, any questions, feel free and ask. So basically, health is very important. And the secret of health, I would like to share the placebo effect. And placebo effect is an example of the law of attraction. John, you're running too fast. Let's not go that fast. Doesn't matter. We have one more day. Can you go back to the placebo? Yes. What is a placebo? Let me explain that to you. This I very distinctly remember when Naveen, my husband, had his accident and he was hospitalized, and his leg had almost gotten gangrene, and he was having very intense pain. And the painkiller doctor could give earliest is every 6 hours. But he will take a painkiller, and after 1 hour, he will start crying and saying, no, it's not bearable. I can't bear it. It's too much. I need the painkiller. I have to. I still remember those days in the hospital. And then the doctor had given me some tablets and said, every time he will, make too much of a ruckus for the painkiller, this is not the painkiller, but you just give it to him. And you will not believe it. I used to give him that. He will eat that and he will sleep off. And he literally felt that the pain disappeared. So the human brain is again the power of the human mind. Friends, once again, it follows your instructions. It listens to your thoughts. What you tell becomes reality. So you remember your command. Actually, that is what genie follows. So that is what your body follows. So it's very important to understand the placebo effect. And that is truly the example of law of attraction in action. And I have seen in my personal life the impact of it. When he genuinely going through an intense pain, he actually used to be relaxed. Laughter attracts joy. releases negativity and leads to miraculous cures. So I think it's very, very important. Laughing should become a day to day part of our life. But some of us who are not socializing much, we don't have many friends, we don't interact with people, we try to live our life with ourselves. And then we say that I'm very anxious, I'm very stressful, I am not able to share with people. It is very important that you make laughing a part of your day to day life. At this point, I would like to mention that Naveen sir does a morning free meditation session. Sir, I would like you to tell in the last 3 minutes about your class, and you can share the link of your class in this class, and people who are free in the morning can join Naveen sir's class. There are a lot of people who join even from India. It's a very, very powerful class. He does a lot of breathing sessions, and there laughing is a inseparable part of his sessions because he believes in laughing. John, can you take it the back slide, please? So I would give the last few minutes to Naveen sir to share. Disease is held in the body by thought, by observation of the illness, and by the attention given to the illness. There's a very common thing in our culture. When somebody is sick, the people will go and visit. Visit and do what? Oh, ho, 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 what happened? How it happened? Very sad to know that it happened. So you keep that person's mind totally into the disease. From today, my one humble request is that even if you're visiting somebody who's not well, please don't talk about the sickness, because the more you talk about the sickness, that sickness becomes bigger and bigger, and you become the cause because you visit and you become the cause of it. So please, if you're visiting somebody in the hospital, talk about something good, talk about something nice. Don't talk about things which are going to be causing more problem to the person you are visiting. John, change the slide. Thank you very much. So let's understand that your secret to health, if you are feeling a little unwell, don't talk about it. We are so used to, oh my God, today I don't know why I'm having a headache. I don't know, my head is aching right from the morning. I'm trying my best, but I'm not able to. I keep repeating. Every time I repeat, I'm sending a message to my own subconscious. So I feel little unwell, that little becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And I keep repeating it every time. Don't talk about it from today on, unless you want more of it. If you want more of it, it's a I'm not feeling good today. I don't know why, but I'm not feeling good today. And I keep saying it n number of times. And then I say, see, I told you I'm not feeling well. And I become right because I am the one who's throwing that energy into the universe. I am the one who's creating that sickness by talking about it again and again. If you listen to people talk about their illness, you add energy to their illness. Instead, change the conversation to good things and give powerful thoughts to seeing those people in health. Please try doing that. Please change this routine. So if you want them to be healthy, talk about something good. Talk about the
Can
good
I
things.
can I share one story after this? So
Yeah,
if
right
anyway,
away. We
yeah.
would want you to share the story right away. Yes, please.
No, it's relating to this only. There was one classroom of children, and listen, if anyone's in a hurry to leave, of course they can leave. But this is a funny story relating on how words can affect you. So
Yeah.
there was a classroom of little children, and they wanted a holiday. So they said if they tell the teacher give us a holiday, he'll never give a holiday. So they said, what do we do? So when they had made a plan. So it goes like this: the professor comes in, and one child says, "Sir, you're not looking very well." So he said, "No, no, I'm looking fine." Then after that, "Sir, your face is looking very pale." And then somebody says, "Your eyes are looking very down, sir." So he hears this so many times, and he says, "You know, maybe you are right. Maybe I'm not feeling well." And he starts thinking, maybe if everyone is saying that I am, maybe it's true. So then he suddenly says, you know what? I think you'll take your class off. I'm going home. So as he's going back home, and he enters his house after some time, and his wife tells him that, Are, you've come back home. What happened? So he said, Now you're asking what happened? You can't even see that I'm sick. She said, But you were fine in the morning. Saying, but because you don't care and you're so selfish, you don't see other people only. So she says, okay, if you're sick, then you go and lie down on the bed. So he's lying on the bed. And so the story continues, and he's upset with his wife, and he's feeling sick, and he's upset with the world, and things like that. And later on, they come to know that this was a ploy by the kids to get a holiday. No, the parents call it. Parents call the teacher up. Are you feeling all right? I heard that you've given a day off to the children, so you're not feeling well. He said, Oh my God. Suddenly, before you know it, he's established, I am going through some major illness.
No, that is very true. I totally endorse what you're saying because a lot many times when people say, What happened to you? You're looking low. Yeah, yeah, I'm not feeling that great today. So this is so common. Like we all start feeling that. So it's so important that we value and we recognize and we do not repeat, even if we are not well, we don't do it on a repeat mode, and then we will see that life is fun. So we need to ensure that the life is enjoyable. Even if you're
Yeah.
feeling a little bit of a pain here and there, the more you talk about it, the bigger it turns. So it is very important for us to avoid that. John, I'll request you to stop sharing the slide. We will take it in the tomorrow's session. And I
So
would like
just
Mr. Naveen to share about your class, if you can.
So
Sir
just out
Naveen?
of curiosity, one question
Yes.
again. If you really are tired, for example, like I told you, many of us as we are growing older, we feel more tired and we can't do the same things that we used to do before, quite naturally. So sometimes when we tell our friends, you know what, I'm not feeling up to it. I don't mean continuously, but today I'm feeling up to it. Then the other person must receive it well. Like suppose today you say, listen, I'm overindulged with work today and I would like to pass today's class, because you recognize your body and you recognize and you should pay heed, because nobody knows your body better than you. And it's not that you're doing it on a daily basis, but today I need to give my body rest too. But the recipient, your friend, for example, or your spouse or people would say, you know what, you're making excuses, this, that. That is an issue because you need to convince, and I don't want to repeat it. Then you have to say, you have no choice other than to say, hey, you know what, I'm not feeling well, and this is going on. That you have to give it weightage for it to be taken seriously. How do you combat that?
This is something very, very nice I would like to share with you. So, 2 days back, I did excessive walking. Here in
Yeah.
London, my children, they walk a lot. And coming from Dubai, we are not so used to walking somehow because of the weather. So, I did a lot of walking. And, anyways, the people who know me back in Dubai, they know my knee was paining before I came here. So, it started paining intense, intense. And this was, I was talking about money. I even thought instead of money, I should today be talking about health. But the next day morning, I normally go to drop my grandson to the nursery. And while we both were walking, I just made affirmations as a song. I am healthy, I am strong. So when I'll say, he will say, I am healthy, I am strong. I can climb and I can walk. I am the creator of all my thoughts. And then he said, Nani, what is creator, Nani? What is thought? He's just a 3-year-old. So I explained, creator means you are the manager, you are making it. And thought is your thinking process. What you think becomes a reality. Divya, swear I'm telling you, while going, I kept singing with him. By the time I reached the nursery, I realized my leg pain was not there at all. That is the power of the subconscious mind, because I was so embarrassed, and he said, no, I want Nani only to go and leave me, because he knows that Nani is there only for these 5-10 days, and Nani is rare to get kind of an animal. And I didn't want to tell him that I will not go. Had it been Dubai, I would be holding my knee. And I said, no, no, I don't think I can walk. I don't think so. Where? Telling you, I just sang all the way through. So every time I'll say, I am healthy, I am strong, he will follow. I am healthy, I am strong. And we were singing this song and walking to the nursery. By the time I reached the nursery, I started shaking and moving my leg, and I realized there was no pain at all. And that is the power of subconscious. So it's not only that sometimes we do feel low, we do feel sick. And this is the very simple medicine which we can use. Believe it, and I had a truly true pain. It's not that I was, making pain, and I was in pain for
Hmm.
such a long time. But our subconscious loves to listen to us, because, see, this is that genie, and it follows our command. And I must have said it at least 10, 20 times on my way. So it became our song. I am healthy, I am strong, I can climb and I can walk. I can even run, and I am the creator of my thoughts. So this was my song. We must have sung 10 to 20 times on the way. By the time we
Hmm.
reached nursery, the pain disappeared. So there are days when we are low. There are days when we have aches and pains. But the moment we live with that, and sometimes we even go to an extent of saying, see, nobody is bothered. Everybody wants only me to work. Everybody wants the breakfast. Everybody wants the healthy me. Nobody is bothered about these are all the thoughts, and these thoughts will make us more sick. And then we become more complaining. So, no complaints, because complaining is that you're creating that lack in your own subconscious. Thank
Hmm.
you so much for your question. Ravin sir, can you please take 5 minutes and tell people about what you do in the morning? Because it might help some of them, and if they want to join. Ravin sir, are you there in the group?
Yes, I am in the group. Let me put my video off and so that yes, you see, in the morning, 6 o'clock UA time, I take first breathing exercises, which is about for 50 minutes, 55 minutes. Then I give a break. The second session consists of meditation. Now, in the breathing, uh, I adopt a different way in the sense that we need to learn to how to exhale. I say if your exhaling is good, inhaling automatically becomes better. Normally, we don't take deep breathing, and when we exhale fully, there is naturally need to absorb more oxygen as the car which normally is run is on the petrol car needs petrol. Similarly, I say that body need oxygen on which it works. If we have more oxygen in our body, naturally, once we absorb it, and I also talk about, uh, you see, when you are given a life, you have to have that particular tension, so-called tension or stress, which is for you to divide. Either you do it on daily basis, divide it, part by part you take it, or one time be on bed and for a longer period you have to be on bed to get rid of those so-called stress. So it is important to adopt the first method, by which I mean to say, if we give a stress to different parts and then release it. And then laughing is also part of it, because and we clap basically 5 types of clapping, because all acupressure points lies within our palm. We do clap, but we do with a difference. We add up the happy emotions, happy hormones need to be created. So when I clap, when I make the people to clap, I say when you are clapping, as if you are dancing also while sitting. Like this is my type of different type.
So
I
can
have
you
not.
share the link of your class in the WhatsApp group so the people who are free tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock? Anybody, I'm sure the people in London or UK cannot join in because your 6 means 3 midnight here. But I'm sure that people in India and people in Dubai, in case they are interested, they can join you and let them experience. Some people are working, so in the morning it becomes difficult for them, but they can join on the weekends, which is Saturday and Sunday. So kindly share your link and let them experience the class whenever they are free. Fine,
Whatever
sir.
This
I
is
say that join the class even for 10 minutes, doesn't matter. If you've got
Correct.
commitment, go. Because there's a, no, I've already linked, I have shared the link in the magic group. Anybody,
Okay.
consistency is more important. If you have got more
Correct.
time, spend it 20 minutes. I will give the
So
permission to
that is
enter.
basically Naveen sir's give back to the community. It is totally free of cost, and you're free to join in every morning, 6 a.m. UAE time and 7:30 India time. Thank you very
is this
much. High time to
ongoing?
say